I'm having a brief interlude in my day because my shoes have arrived. This is very exciting. So I'm going to open them and just try them out and hope they're okay. If I can get into them, they're very well wrapped. Oh, I'm making a mess of this. Couldn't really tell. So if you don't know, there are different types of ribbon that you can get. So there's like ribbony ribbon, which is like a satin material, and then there's like ones that have like a little stretchy insert for your Achilles, so you don't get things like tendonitis. And then there's one that is stretchy the whole way along the ribbon, which is what I like to use because it just feels more supportive for me. But online you can't really tell which is which, so I've gone with this one and I hope it's the right one, and it is. Look, so you can see that it has like it's like elasticy. So yes, perfect. Hopefully these fit. I'm going to try them on. Fit. I have shoes! Given that I have this new pair of shoes and I need to get them ready, I thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of talk about how I prepare my shoes. And of course, like with the caveat that everyone's different, but like, so this is how I do it. So the very first thing that I've already done is I've tried them on and I've worked out which I'm going to use as the right and which I'm going to use as the left. And then I've just written in there R and L, and then I've actually written December so that I know which pair is which, because I've got like 3 on the go. I'm going to start with elastics. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bit of elastic, and what this does is it kind of goes around the top of your foot to keep the shoe and your foot kind of attached so that you don't ping out of it, especially when they're quite new and they're still quite hard. So if I put the right one on my foot, I'm going to find out how much I need. So I'm going to attach that to the back of my shoe, and I'm going to bring it round and sort of feel how snug I want that. And that's something that you kind of pick up through experience, as you kind of learn, oh, I want it about this tight. So I'm going to find where that is, keep my thumb there, cut it, and then straight away, I'm going to cut the other one so it's the same length. I'm going to take some pins. Let's go with the purple one today. And I'm just going to pin that in place so that it's ready. I'm going to unfold that so it's inside out, and then I'm going to prep myself to sew. So I'm going to take my thread, take my needle of choice, which is usually this one. And I always end up using too much thread, actually. But I'd rather have too much and have to cut it off at the end than not have enough and then have a bit of an awkward situation where I have to rejoin it. So I'm going to put my threader through the needle. This is the way this one works. I take the end of my thread. This saves so much time and messing around. I put it through the threader. Oops. And then I just pull that threader through, and it's just threaded it for me really easily, really quickly, straightforward, bish bash bosh. Tie up the end. You don't have to have elastics. I might have already said this. You don't have to have elastics, but I like them. I do sort of think, why would you not give yourself that support if you can? And certainly with my students, I always tell them to get elastics as well. Some professionals maybe don't want them. You can also put your elastic wherever you want on your foot, so every foot is different. Some people like it quite low down because they have a bendy like middle section of their foot, or higher up because it bends more up the top by the ankle. Okay, then I'm going to trim this end. Cool, now we're ready to sew. Now I'm going to go in here and go all the way sort of around the edge. So I'm going to start down here And the thing with point shoes is they have like two linings. So there's the outside of the point shoe, which is this satin, and then you've got the inside, which is this fabric, and you want to go through the fabric without going through the satin, which is sometimes quite tricky. I'm also not that fussy about it. Like, that's the aim, but if it goes through, do I really care? Not really. Like, from a distance, no one can see. The only person who's going to know about that is me. So it doesn't really matter, but some people are quite particular about it. So that is one of my elastics done. I'm going to move on to the ribbons now. I'm a bit nervous about this ribbon. It's very thin. I'm going to try it and see what happens. So basically what I'm going to do, it comes in one big long stretch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to halve it. So obviously I need 4 bits. I need 2 on each shoe. So I'm going to halve it, cut that in half. I'm then going to take one of those halves and cut it in half again, so I've got quarters. This is a maths lesson now. Who'd have thunk it? So I'm gonna cut that. Cool. So now I have these 2 ribbons for my shoe. What I'm gonna do is, I know where I want these, so normally I would just go straight in and sew them, but pretending this is like a brand new kind of shoe and I don't know, I would put the shoe on my foot. I would find the point where my arch is the highest. So that arching point is where you want to attach the ribbon. So for me, that's about here in the middle of my shoe. So I would therefore attach the ribbon about there in the shoe, and the same on the other side, so that they can cross over and support that. So I've got my shoe. Basically, to break it in, I'm just going to push down on the demi like this and really try and get into it, and I'm just going to keep doing that a few times. You can see that they're like new because this is pulling off. When this demi is like broken in a bit more here, then that won't happen. It will stay snug to my foot. So I'm just going to keep doing that for a bit, and I'm going to keep the shoes on all day as well. That'll just make them a bit softer. But yes, this is one complete shoe. Good morning, it's show day and I look crazy because I'm about to do my hair and because I had a load of hairspray in it yesterday for rehearsal, so it's like this. But basically what I'm going to do is gel it all back and sort of scrape it back just so it doesn't go anywhere today. Rehearsals went super well yesterday actually. Yeah, everyone seemed to kind of know what they were doing, everyone was quite on it. I felt quite good about all of my pieces. And I think that part of the reason, for me anyway, is that this is a theatre that we've been in before. So I was like used to the stage, used to like where everything is. I know the sizing, things like that. So that like just made it like a bit easier to all year picture myself in that place. So I think that definitely helped. We've got, so we're going to arrive at 12 and then the first show is at 2:30. So we just spent a couple of hours getting ready, warming up, sorting out costumes, things like that. And then, yeah, perform at 2:30, then a big, massive break until we perform again at 7:30. So my boyfriend's going to come in the middle sort of section. My mum's coming to watch the 2:30 show. And then my boyfriend's going to come in the middle and we're going to go and get some food, just chill. I'll sort of decompress a bit between the shows. And then my boyfriend's watching the second show and then we'll go home after that. So it's a long day, but it's a fun day. We're also very lucky that one of our dancers, his daughter is a very good amateur photographer, and she's sort of looking to expand her portfolio. So she's going to take some of our photos for the show, and she's also offered to come in and do some headshots for us for the website and for various other things. So that's really great. We're going to do that today. Looking forward to that. My biggest worry is that I don't want my fringe to come out. Feeling quite nervous actually, which is not like me. Usually I'm quite cool on show day. I don't know why today I feel a bit more nervous. Maybe it's because one of my pieces of choreography is debuting today. So I've got a piece called Abyss, which is like, it's a bit dark, it's a bit sort of eerie. It's meant to be like sort of set in the abyssal zone of the ocean. So it's like all these kind of dark creatures. I'll try and put like a clip in as well. So you can see a bit of it, but it's like angry, and I'm not sure if everyone's going to get it. I'm a bit worried that people will be like, what the heck was that? So hopefully that goes well, but I think that's maybe why I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Okay, I've done the first lot of my makeup. I look a bit creepy because I haven't totally finished yet, but this is what we're working with at the moment. I need to actually get a bit more bronze so that the stage lights kind of don't wash me out. I also need to get rid of my septum, but actually what I do is I just tuck it up. So I just wear it like that during the show, because from a distance it doesn't really matter, you can't tell anyway. One thing about the stage is that performance and tattoos don't really mesh that well, so I need to cover up this one on my arm. So I use this every time. It's this tattoo cover, and it's like, it's specially designed like special effects makeup, I believe. And it's like, I think it's got like latex or something. It's really good, like it's really helpful, and it just like looks, it's like a liquidy gel. Okay, so that's like probably as much as I'm going to do. I could do another coat, but from up close you can see it, but from a distance I really don't think that's going to matter. I think that's fine. Okay, and I've also got this tattoo behind my ear that I need to do, but I might need to rope my boyfriend in to help me with this one. So just like maybe use your little finger and, oh my god, that's quite a lot. That's fine, it's fine. Just like a thin layer. Don't touch my hair though, because it'll you're touching my hair.
I'm really trying not to. Your hair is on your tattoo, like it's where it lives.
Well, I'm just trying to keep it, like, I don't want it to get displaced.
Oh, that hair?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like...
No, I mean the hair that you were like, the gel bit.
Like you see through it, but like it covers
it. It needs like a couple of coats. I want it to look like the same as this. That's like a guide.
That's awesome.
I think, yeah, one more coat. It's looking like it's pretty good. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be like totally opaque, but...
Yeah.
Can you blend out the edge a bit, please?
No.
And the back. Thank you. Thank you.
No, I can't do any makeup. No, I can't.
Quick change area. We're ready. Morning, it's Sunday. I'm doing yet more stage makeup today. just done my concealer and my base because even though it was show day yesterday, it's show day for my students today. So I'm on stage again with them today. So that's going to be another busy day. Looking forward to it though. Yesterday went really well. I didn't really get a chance to kind of finish off the vlog because it was a bit manic at the end, but it went really well. We did the 2 shows. Yeah, my mum came to one and said it was good. My boyfriend came to the other and said it was good as well. Got lots of photos, had a really lovely time. It was really nice. It was a really special year because sadly our director passed away this year. So this was the first year with her husband, our new director, in his role. So that was really special for everyone, I think. So it was quite an emotional time. But it was really lovely and really cathartic as well. So I think everyone had like a really great day, and hoping that the audience enjoyed it too. We got lots of compliments, so that was good. Okay, that's me done for now. My hair is still super frizzy from the gel that I had in it yesterday because I had to slick back my fringe. I'm not doing that today, I'm just gonna leave it because it's not really about me, it's about the kids. So I don't think anyone's gonna really care if my fringe is out or not. Yeah, so it's about 5 to 9 and we're gonna head off now. We're gonna get a coffee and then go over to the theatre. I say we because my mum is helping out as well. My mum is also chaperoning. I've roped her in because she is the original dance mum, of course. She's my mum. So she's gonna help backstage, help get kids ready, help do hair, makeup, things like that. So should be quite a fun, if chaotic, time. Good morning, it's now Monday, it is 10:19 a.m. I had my busy weekend, but I didn't really have a chance to kind of round it off, so I thought I'd just spend like a couple of minutes now talking about it, recapping. So some things might be a bit repetitive, sorry, I can't really remember what I've said, what I haven't, what I got video footage of, what I didn't. But yeah, so Friday we had our dress rehearsal in the theatre and that all went really well. It was really successful, everything looked pretty decent, so we were all pretty pleased. Then Saturday was our double show day and we did our 2 shows. All went really well. There was just like a couple of things that I was a bit kind of miffed at myself about. So just little things like alignment or things where I thought, oh, I think my spacing could have been a little better, or I think I could have danced something a bit better. But that's pretty typical, and that's definitely pretty typical in amateur theatre. So I think that like even professional dancers have that, where they always come off stage thinking of something they could have done differently. But B, when you're in an amateur group where we don't spend all day, every day working on these pieces, getting things together, like this isn't our job, there's more sort of leeway for error and for confusion. So yeah, I think everyone definitely shared that feeling, but at the same time, we were all feeling that it was a pretty successful day, if that makes sense at all. So yeah, it was really good. My mother came to watch the first show, she really enjoyed it, and then my boyfriend came to the second one and he really enjoyed that as well. Got lovely compliments on my piece that I choreographed, which was called Abyss. Everyone really committed to it. It's like a character piece, so it's quite dark. It's based on like the abyssal zone of the ocean. I might have already said this, sorry if I have. It's based on like the abyssal zone of the ocean, so that really kind of deep bit where we're not totally sure what's going on, what lives there. It's really dark. It's the place where you get all those fish with like lights coming out of them and that kind of thing. So that's kind of the inspiration for that. And then on Sunday, so yesterday, it was my students' show. And I was there, and I also roped my mum in to come and help along as a chaperone backstage. And yeah, we had a really great day. It was pretty successful. I mean, there was a few hiccups. Like one example is we had a fire alarm in the middle of the second show, just randomly. We think it was the smoke machine actually that set off the sensor, but all the kids had to then go outside in the pouring rain in ballet shoes and really tiny costumes. So that was a bit of a hiccup, and we had to restart the show. But aside from that, it was all pretty good. Yeah, pretty successful day all in as well. And I was really lucky to be given some lovely flowers by my boss, which was really sweet. So we've got one more class on Saturday and then term is done there. So I'm having today off. I'm taking my Monday as a bit of a breather. I mean, I do have class later, ballet class for my exam on Thursday. It's our last one. So I figured I'd better turn up, better do something. So I'm going to do that. I also want to go and get my ballet teacher a gift, because she's been really wonderful. Like, I've improved so much dancing with her. And if I pass this exam and move on to the next grade, which is the final grade, which is astonishing, if I pass on to that grade, she won't be my teacher anymore, which will be really sad, because I've really gelled with her. Like, you know, when you get a teacher and you just think, whatever way you're teaching really works for me as a learner. So I'm just really sad that I'll be sort of leaving her behind if I pass, but I do want to pass. Like, it's not it's not that I don't want to pass, but you know. So that's the plan. But yeah, just thought I'd sort of round this vlog off. I'm going to enjoy my slow day. I've got my coffee in my favourite mug, my Rosetta Stone mug. I've got a book, I've got some TV. I have bits of admin to do as well. I might do some of my Christmas wrapping, because that's sort of coming up now. That's my next kind of thing in my head. So yeah, that's how I'm going to spend my day. So if you've got this far, thank you for watching. And yeah, maybe see you in another vlog.